So we're going to look into the mind of Jim now, and we're going to see where he was sane, and they're going to see where he went insane. This is his story. I came to work on Tuesday morning.
We read this book for years before we saw that. I came to work on Tuesday morning. Where was he all day Monday?
Alcoholics are
bad about Monday.
Bad about Monday, yeah. But he came to work on Tuesday morning.
And we're going to look in Jim's mind now and where he went from normal to abnormal or from sane to insane thinking.
He said, I remember I felt irritated. I had to be a salesman for a concern I once owned.
I don't think that's insanity. Probably everybody in this room that had to be a salesman for a concern they once owned would probably be a little bit irritated by that fact. I think that's normal thinking.
He said, I had a few words with the boss, but nothing serious.
The boss probably said, say, Jim, by the way, where were you all day yesterday anyhow? Nothing real bad, just enough to irritate him.
He got a little restless and a little irritated, didn't he? He said, then I decided to drive into the country and see one of my prospects for a car.
So apparently this guy is a car salesman. He wants to get away from the shop a while. He's a little bit irritated with the boss. We're going to drive out in the country, see somebody we already know to try to sell a car to him. Normal, sane thinking for an alcoholic car salesman.
Mm-hmm. He said, on the way I felt hungry, so I stopped at a roadside place where they have a bar. I had no intention of drinking. I just thought I'd get a sandwich.
What's more normal than if you're hungry, you want to stop in somewhere and get something to eat? The fact that they got a bar in this place is beside the point. We have no intention of drinking. We're hungry. We're going to get something to eat. Normal, sane thinking for an alcoholic car salesman.
He said, I also had the notion that I might find a customer for a car at this place, which was familiar. Well, I've been going to it for years. I'd eaten there many times during the months I was sober.
So this is nothing new. We've been in this place many times before. We're going to go in there and get a sandwich, and we might sell a car while we're in there. Normal, sane thinking for an alcoholic car salesman.
He said, I sat down at a table and ordered a sandwich and a glass of milk.
What's more normal than if you're hungry to sit down at a table and order a sandwich and a glass of milk?
Still no
normal, sane thinking.
Still no thought of drinking. I ordered another sandwich and decided to have another glass of milk.
Now, if you're hungry enough, there's nothing wrong with 2 sandwiches and 2 glasses of milk. Unless you're a member of Overeaters Anonymous, you better look at it pretty close. But for an alcoholic car salesman, normal, sane thinking, 2 sandwiches, 2 glasses of milk.
And now the italic.
Now comes the squiggly writing.
Right. He said suddenly. That means right now. Suddenly, the thought crossed my mind that if I would put an ounce of whiskey in my milk, it couldn't hurt me on a full stomach.
Now that's absolute insanity. For him to believe he can take whiskey, mix it with milk, and it won't hurt him on a full stomach. Now, based on the insane idea, he makes a decision and takes some action.
He said, I ordered whiskey and poured it into the milk. And I vaguely sensed I was not being any too smart. I felt reassured as I was taking the whiskey on a full stomach.
Now we've got it in ourselves. The phenomenon of craving develops. We can't stop now.